What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to review this HP Chromebook 14, and this Chromebook is 14 inches and it has a i3 11th generation Intel processor with 4 gigabytes of RAM, and this laptop is sold in Walmart and Amazon as well. And so I'm just going to go over my likes and dislikes for this laptop. Alright, first off, which demographic is this laptop for? Like, who is it marketed towards? And I think this laptop is pretty good for students, you know, to take notes, because this is a 14-inch screen, so you have plenty of room to take notes and to surf the web. And it's also good for watching movies, you know, like something that doesn't take too much processing power, and so it fits those demographics pretty well. And since this is a Chromebook, so if you're really into the Google services, this is also a good choice because you can use Google Sheets. It has all the Google apps. It has the Play Store, and so yeah, this operating system is Chrome, so if you have a Google account and you use that often and their services, this would be a really good laptop for you. Alright, let's go over the design. Here's the shell, and the top is it's plastic. There's a little bit of give here, like there's some flex if you press down on it, and it has the HP logo right here. That's a nice touch. It's reflective. Got the Chromebook logo, and yeah, it's just pretty standard. It got the gray color, and so if you look at the sides here are the ports. You got a USB port. This one's kind of interesting because it moves like you could pull it out to use the USB, so that's interesting. I haven't seen that before. And another feature that's pretty nice is that there's an HDMI port and there's a USB-C here, so that's for charging and video and data transfer. But I also like it that they have HDMI, because some Chromebooks do not have that, so that's pretty convenient. And looking at the other side, you got a SD card reader, you got a headphone jack, and you have another USB-C, so that's great that there's USB-Cs on both sides. So when you're charging this laptop, you could use either side, or if you flip this into a monitor, you got both sides to choose from. And you got another USB-A port here, so that's pretty nice. All right, and so even though the top is plastic, this part is metal, so it gives it a more solid feel right here, so that's nice. Looking at the back, this part is plastic, unfortunately. So the top and bottom is plastic, and this is the vent right here. So overall though, it does have a pretty sturdy design, so I do like that. You got the laptop feet, those 2 bars here. Okay, opening up the Chromebook. So this is the metal part right here. And I think they made a good choice, like where to put the metal panel on this section here, because the rest is all plastic. Because this is where you rest your hands. So it's nice that this part is metal, and you got the nice trackpad, which is pretty responsive and works really well compared to other Chromebooks, so I like that. Look at the screen, it's 14 inches. All right, and it's an HD screen, so it's not 1080p, it's only 720. But the colors still look pretty vibrant, and it's definitely doable for you know, just watching videos if you don't mind the HD resolution, not full HD, but just regular HD. Got the camera right here, and what's nice about this camera is that there is also a privacy shutter here if you don't if you're concerned about your Chromebook spying on you. So you could just you could shutter it closed so that the camera is blocked. And just looking at the screen, like the bezels, the side bezels are not bad. The bottom bezels is pretty big. The top bezel is also kind of big, but that's the design pretty much for the screen. You got the speakers here, front firing, so that's pretty nice. So I like the placement of the speakers, that's good. Got the keyboard here. You can see here is backlit, which is a nice touch. A lot of Chromebooks don't have backlit keys, so when you're using this in the dark, you can see the keys better. So I really like this. It's a nice touch. And that's pretty much it for the design. All right, so first, what I like about this Chromebook, the pros, it has a really nice trackpad, especially for a Chromebook. Like the mouse is pretty responsive, and then I can do the scrolling pretty smoothly, the 2-finger scroll, so that works really nicely. So I think this is a really well-designed trackpad. And I like the fact that this panel is metal, so it feels nice and cool and sturdy. Another thing I really like is this keyboard. You can type. Like there's a lot of good feedback when you're typing here, and it makes a nice clicky sound. It's pretty accurate. It's spaced well, and it's backlit. So I really do like this keyboard, especially for Chromebooks. Some Chromebooks are pretty cheap, and they have bad keyboards that don't give you much feedback. So I do like this keyboard. Another thing I like about this Chromebook is that it has a pretty capable i3 processor, 11th generation from Intel. A lot of Chromebooks have Celeron processors, and which are pretty slow, but this one has an i3, so that's really nice. So you can have multiple tabs open right here, and there won't be too much lag. It's pretty smooth when I'm surfing the web, and so I really like that. And it's also pretty lightweight. I believe it's around 3 pounds. So it's easy to carry in your backpack, and it won't be too heavy. And this model has 128 gigabytes of storage, so that's plenty of storage for keeping documents, downloading maybe a movie or two. So 128 gigabytes, that's a lot. A lot of Chromebooks only have 64, so that's nice. And I also like that there's the port selection is pretty nice. There's a lot of ports, HDMI, 2 USB-Cs on both, one on each side, so that's nice. And I do like the front-facing speakers. They're pretty loud, and they're front-facing versus downward firing, so the sound is more crisp as it comes to your ears. And another thing I like about this is the price. I got this refurbished for almost around $100. So this is a really good price from a Chromebook if you can get this refurbished. It's lying on your pocketbook. And those are the features that I really like about this Chromebook. And I do have some gripes about this Chromebook, not too many. Is number one, like as I mentioned before, is the flex. Like on the lid, there is some give. Like when I'm squeezing it, like there's a little bit of give, because I think it's because of the plastic cover. And this laptop only has 4 gigabytes of RAM, so that's it's still like okay for everyday use, but it would be great if there was 8 gigabytes. And lastly, the screen here, it's only HD. I wish it was full HD, like 1080p. I feel like that's the standard these days, and like it'd be much sharper if there was a 1080 screen, but HD is okay just for light use. Okay, in conclusion, I think overall, like the pros of this Chromebook outweighs the negatives. Like it has it's pretty good for students or like taking notes or just watching media. And the screen is 14 inches, so that's good. It's a good size. The colors for this laptop are all right. It has decent viewing angles, so I think this will get the job done if you're a student or if you just want to watch movies. and it's a really good price, you know, capable processor. And yeah, so that's my review of the HP Chromebook 14. And hope you like this video. Please hit like or subscribe. All right, thanks a lot. Take care.